Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sports Coaster. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Sports Coaster. We have a ton to get into in today's episode. Mccollum put up 28 points in the first quarter and he was not done yet. Kemba Walker as well had an amazing game, as well as the Cavs versus Heat game that was intense all the way down to the wire. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is currently Thursday, February 1st, 2018. Let's roll that intro.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry's way downtown. Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! We just saw
The first game we've got in today's episode happened between the Indiana Pacers and the Memphis Grizzlies. Indiana now up to 29-23 on the season, low-key. They're looking pretty good. Had 7 players score over double digits in last night's win over Memphis. Bojan Bogdanovic put up 21 points. Thaddeus Young put up 10. Miles Turner put up 15. Victor Oladipo, he struggles from downtown, only going 1 of 5. He did end up with the game 41% shooting from the field, and he did end up with 13 points on the night. Off the bench as well, Lance Stevenson, you gotta love that man, went 2 of 2 from downtown and put up 13 points. Marc Gasol put up 23 points in the loss, as did Wayne Selden, putting up 24 points. By the way, this rookie, Wayne Selden, 6 of 10 from downtown. The boy can ball. I saw him in Summer League. Can't wait till he breaks out. The Los Angeles Lakers took on the Orlando Magic last night, and the Magic were fresh off a beating from James Harden, putting up 60 points and 10 rebounds and 11 assists on them. Well, they did bounce back pretty well. They did end up beating the Lakers 127-105. They led by as many as 29 points late in the fourth quarter, and they were led by Space's 21 points. Alfred Payton put up 15, Evan Fournier put up 19 in the win. Really well-rounded all around for the Memphis Grizzlies. Lonzo Ball once again not playing for the Lakers. Instead, the Lakers relied heavily on Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench and Julius Randle starting. They both put up 20 points. It was quite a tough game for the Lakers, but I think that they'll be bouncing back quite nicely in the future. My goodness, Kemba Walker went off last night in a 123-110 win over the Atlanta Hawks. The Charlotte Hornet point guard put up 38 points, grabbed 2 rebounds, had 6 assists, and by the way, went 9 of 13 from downtown, shooting 70% from down there, shot 60% from the field in the entirety of the game. Then boy was balling out. Nicholas Batum put up 10 points, 10 assists, and 11 rebounds, and Dwight Howard had an absolutely amazing posterizer dunk late in the game. It was part of his 20 points and 12 rebound game. On the Atlanta Hawks side of the basketball, Kent Bazemore put up 25 points, Dennis Schroeder had 13, Marco Bellinelli put up 22 points, and if you're talking about big dunks, John Collins finished up a sweet alley-oop in the first half in this loss. A bit of a surprising result came out of the Brooklyn Nets versus Philadelphia 76ers game last night. The Nets won 116-108. I personally, as a human being and a basketball fan, was not expecting the Brooklyn Nets to break out the way that they did at the end of the fourth quarter. They led by as many as 11 points in really their winning streak there, their winning stretch at the end of the game to push them over the top. They had an amazing performance from Spencer Dinwiddie, who put up 27 points, Alan Crabtree had 14 points, and Jared Allen had 16 points and grabbed 12 rebounds. By the way, Jared Allen got 5 of 6 from the field for 83% from there, not bad at all. On the losing side of things, the Philadelphia 76ers, well, they were led by Joel Embiid, 29 points, JJ Redick had 20 points, and Ben Simmons, of course, had an amazing dunk. We go on now to Sports Coaster's Game of the Night, and coming into this, starting today, I decided why not do a Game of the Night, where I'll post the Game of the Night or Game of the Day the morning of the game, and kind of preview. You guys can go DM me what you guys think the final score will be, and if you get the score exactly correct, I'll be shouting you out. Just starting this today, that was a great idea, and this was my Game of the Night. Cleveland Cavaliers against the Miami Heat. The Cavs ended up winning 91-89, so I was quite correct that this was going to be a very good game, and I personally was quite excited. The Heat were only half a game behind Cleveland Cavaliers, and I was like, bro, if if the Cavs fall to 4th in the Eastern Conference, that'd just be too much to handle. But they didn't end up winning, largely because of LeBron James's 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 24 points. LeBron struggled, 1 of 6 from downtown, and only 38% from the field in the game. But, you know, Isaiah Thomas actually didn't do that bad. He was actually +2 as well in the plus-minus today, which is, like, unbelievable. Put up 13 points in the game, and off the bench, hey, why not Channing Frye go 2 of 4 from downtown and put up 16 points in the win. Miami Heat, well, Goran Dragic put up 18 points, Josh Richardson put up 15, and coming off the bench, Kelly Olynyk put up 10 points. Really, that's all we saw out of Miami. Hassan Whiteside didn't do that well, shot 50% from the field, going 2 of 4, 5 points from the free throw line, ended off with 8 rebounds and 9 points. Not the best game from Hassan Whiteside. Boston Celtics, New York Knicks. Wow, the 2 of the biggest, baddest markets in the NBA. This was bound to be an amazing game, except for the skill gap is quite varied, and the Celtics destroyed the Knicks. Celtics won 103-73. They led by as many as 33 points in the 4th quarter, outscoring the Knicks 22-8 in the 4th quarter. That was just an absolute abomination for the Boston Celtics in this win. Terry Rozier started this game. Yeah, the Celtics, they were playing without their best player in Kyrie Irving. Their best player by a long shot as well. They were playing Terry Rozier, Jaylen Brown, Aaron Baines, Al Horford, Jason Tatum. I mean, maybe not the scariest starting 5 in the NBA, but they dominated. Rozier put up a triple-double, first of his career, 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. He ended the game with +23 plus-minus rating. Jason Tatum, another rookie, put up 15 points and ended with a +29 plus-minus rating. Off the bench, Nader put up 10 points and Marcus Morris put up 20 points in the win. On the New York Knicks side of the basketball, Kristaps Porzingis put up 16 points, shot 1 of 5 from downtown, 38% from the field, and Enes Kanter put up 17 points and grabbed 17 rebounds as well. Not bad at all for Enes Kanter. And oh yeah, as we have to mention every game, Michael Beasley, the GOAT, put up 12 points in the loss. Bulls vs Trailblazers, and my goodness, did this have an amazing storyline to it. I know the Trailblazers just destroyed the Bulls. The Bulls did not lead for a second of this ball game. Portland, they led by as many as 29 points, and they led right around that 20 to 30 point difference throughout pretty much the entirety of the game after the first quarter. We look at now who scored the most points for the Portland Trailblazers, and Damian Lillard put up 13 points, Nurkic put up 12, and then you see CJ McCollum put up 50 points in 29 minutes. The boy did not play at all in the 4th quarter. The Trailblazers outscored the Bulls 43-19 in the 1st quarter. CJ McCollum put up 28 points in the 1st period alone. Unbelievable for CJ. If only he could have continued that form throughout the entirety of the game, we probably would all be forgetting about James Harden's triple-double last night. But on the Bulls side of the basketball, Zach LaVine, really the only bright spot for the Bulls, despite being -27. Did put up 23 points. That was really all we saw. Denzel Valentine coming off the bench, put up 15 points, and Felicio put up 12 points as well in the loss. And the last game from last night's games was in between the Suns and the Mavs. This was not the most exciting ball game we've ever seen in history. The Mavericks did not lead for a split second of this game. The Suns led by as many as 23 points, and it was kind of obvious they were going to win throughout the entirety of the game. They did end up winning by a score of 102-88 last night, and of course, Devin Booker was the main focus of this ball game as he put up 15 points. Josh Jackson put up 21 points and grabbed 8 rebounds, and TJ Warren put up 20 points. On the Dallas Mavericks side of the basketball, Dennis Smith Jr., the young rookie, was -19, but put up 17 points. Yogi Ferrell coming off the bench put up 13 points. Harrison Barnes had 15 points, and Dirk Nowitzki grabbed 10 rebounds and had 14 points in the loss. And ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the Player of the Night award. Today there really wasn't that much confusion for me who I'd put for the Player of the Night. Earlier on in the night I was like, okay, Kemba Walker probably has this all locked up, but then the Portland Trailblazers started, and then I was like, seeing everyone putting up like 28 points in the 1st quarter. It blew up on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. CJ McCollum putting up 28 points in the 1st quarter alone. Incredible. I've got to give the award to CJ McCollum of the Portland Trailblazers. We've already mentioned how, just how overpowered he was. He went 6 of 9 from the 3-point line, shot 72% from the field. It was one of those games where we just knew if he puts it up, he's gonna score. He only played 29 minutes. Like, that blows my mind. How in the world? He also did have 2 blocks as well. I mean, he showed up defensively, showed up offensively, grabbed 5 rebounds. I mean, like, that is just crazy. I mean, CJ McCollum, this is insane. That's back-to-back games now in the NBA where we've seen a player put up 50 or more points. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's bringing today's episode. I hope that you guys all did enjoy today's episode. Please, if you did enjoy, go below this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more daily recaps coming out every single weekday, and on the weekend, Sunday or Saturday night, I'll let you know before the episode I put out the week in review across the NBA, where we talk about all the latest news of, the week that happened before. Ladies and gentlemen, please go below this video into the description box, hit the link down there that'll take you over to our Instagram page over at Sports Coaster, hit the follow button over on Instagram, and you're pretty much set to receive all the latest and greatest news from across the NBA and the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you guys all enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you all tomorrow.